Hi, I'm Mark. This is Mark's Tech Vlogs on YouTube, and today I'm going to bring you guys a review of the Vent-Axia low carbon Svara extractor fan. Now this is not an extractor fan review channel, this is a smart tech channel. And so I want to launch straight in by saying the reason I'm reviewing this fan is because it is a Bluetooth extractor fan for your bathroom or kitchen. And this is basically as close as you can get to an off-the-shelf smart extractor fan, and pretty much the only product of its kind out there at the moment. Now of course with that comes a slightly higher price point than your average bathroom extractor fan, and it does retail at £110. Now I've had this fan for 4 or 5 months now, and so it seemed like a good time to bring you guys a review. And I want to start off by talking about the spec. So this fan is suitable for ceiling, wall or panel mounting. It is IP44 rated and has 3 different speeds. It's also super quiet, running at just 17 decibels, and this is really noticeable compared to other extractor fans I've used in the past. It has Bluetooth 4 built in, and this is used for connecting to your phone. Within the fan itself there are built-in light and humidity sensors and timer options as well. It also runs at just 4 watts of power, which makes it super energy efficient to use. So let's talk about the design. So one of the things I really like that they've done with this fan is that it looks different from your average extractor fan. It's got a really nice modern design and comes in a choice of white or black. At the rear of the fan is a grey rubber seal which is used for connecting to the pipework in your wall or ceiling. The design is completely rounded, and this is one of the things that I think makes it look really nice. In addition to that, the fan motor on the front can also be easily removed. This is great for cleaning those blades. Overall, when it comes to design, I think this is a great looking fan that really does stand out from your average fan. And so I want to talk about what it's like to use and what features it has, but first I want to talk about why you might want a smart bathroom fan. Now if you live in the UK, the majority of the extractor fans in our bathrooms run off a light circuit. What this basically means is that typically when you turn on your bathroom light, the fan starts running, and in most cases it will run for a set amount of time, for example 15 minutes. Now this is fine until you decide you want to put like a smart light in your bathroom, maybe a Philips Hue bulb to have some nice colour options, or even just to use it with a motion sensor. Now if you know how smart bulbs work, you'll know that with smart lighting, the light is technically always on. What changes is the light setting on the bulb. This means if you've got a bathroom fan that runs whenever the light is on, or just runs for 15 minutes, with something like a Hue light bulb where your light switch is always on, it will run for 15 minutes and never again, or always run. Now there are other ways around this. For example, you might have a bathroom fan with a built-in humidity sensor. Now in having had one of these in the past, I tend to find that they tend to be a little bit unreliable. And this isn't necessarily to do with the humidity sensor in the device itself, but it's to do with the way the weather changes throughout the year. And what I've found is that the humidity settings tend to need to be adjusted depending on the season. Now this would be fine, except for most bathroom fans, in order to get to those knobs that control those settings, you have to remove the front of the fan, and in most cases a series of screws. This is a complete faff. And all of these problems I've just talked about are basically solved by the Vent-Axia Svara. And this is thanks to the Bluetooth built into the device. And this Bluetooth connects to your phone, and it's via the Vent-Axia app that you control the settings for your fan. Now this app is available for Apple and Android, and the reason you're going to see the app looking quite dark in this video is because it does adjust to the light or dark modes of your phone. And my phone is always in dark mode. Now the app isn't the best looking in the world, and they've certainly gone for function over form, which is a much better approach in my opinion. It would be nice to see it look better in the future, however the app does exactly what it should. When you first open it, if you've got a device paired, you'll see that on the home screen. The Bluetooth logo indicates whether it's currently in range and connected to your phone or not. From there, you can click into your fan and find a whole variety of other options. The simplest and most prominent setting is the boost button at the top. Pressing this will boost your fan for 15 minutes. And it does this at 100% speed. Next, you can set the light and humidity sensor options. Now these are great for choosing how your fan operates, and for me I tend to have the light setting off and the humidity sensor on. Each of these options let you set a sensitivity option, a fan speed and the time that it runs for. There's also some other settings in here, including automatic cycles and silent mode. Automatic cycles means that the air in your room is refreshed at least once every 12 hours, and silent mode means that you're not disturbed when you don't want to be. This is particularly useful if perhaps you've got one of these in an ensuite and you don't want to hear the extractor fan kick in overnight. And then finally for the app, there's a couple of other settings as well. So for each of your fans, you can give it a name, which is great if you've got more than one. And then you can also set the units that you see. So you can choose between percentage, RPM or litres per second. Now, in using this fan for the last 4 months, I've found that it does exactly what it says on the tin. Those Bluetooth settings allow me to easily adjust the settings and get them right without having to reach for a screwdriver and deal with some fiddly controls. In addition to that, it works really well alongside the Philips Hue bulb in my bathroom. This means if you're looking to have an extractor fan that works with your Philips Hue bulb or other smart lighting bulbs, then this is certainly one to consider, and probably the best option out there. And I say that because this is a kind of like for like approach, where you can literally take off your existing fan and put the new one on. The only other approach out there, which I have made videos before, is to use Wi-Fi relay switches such as the Sonoff Mini. The other advantages, of course, are that it's got super low running costs and also that it's really quiet. There is, however, a slight downside, and I want to talk about that a little bit. And that downside is that this fan is Bluetooth and not Wi-Fi. That means in smart terms, it's probably best described as smart-ish. This means if you are out of Bluetooth range and therefore out of home, you cannot control those settings. This also means it doesn't tap into any other smart home devices, for example light bulbs or sensors or other kind of automations you might set up. Now personally, for something like a bathroom extractor fan, I don't think this matters, although it would be nice to be able to tie it to something like a humidity sensor. Whether we'll see a future version of this with Wi-Fi, I don't know, but at the moment this is certainly the best option out there for people who want a smart, adjustable bathroom extractor fan, especially one that works with smart lighting. If you guys have got any questions, do stick them below and I'll try and answer those questions for you. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I've also put a purchase link below for this product and a link where you can buy me a beer if you want to say thank you and support this channel. I'll see you guys again soon.